Good morning, everybody. This is Bob, the bald guy from Colonial Auto Sales, Route 611, Barnesville, Pennsylvania. I'm on my way to work. This morning, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about cash versus finance. And we always have people that come on the lot and they're interested in just paying cash because they don't want a car payment. And that's okay. But I wanted to throw out a couple of analogies for you just to make you understand a little bit more as to what financing the car, what benefits financing the car gives you as opposed to cash. So let's talk a little bit about that. So here's an analogy. If you're paying cash for the car, we're going to use an analogy of $15,000. Let's say out the door the car is going to cost $15,000. So here's an analogy. If I was going to give you, Mr. Buyer, $15,000 to buy this car, here's what I want you to do with that $15,000. I want you to go up to the casino, pick one number on the roulette table, and hope to God that you hit that number. That's sort of the analogy as far as putting money down on a car that is going to depreciate the minute you drive away. You're putting good money to bad. Now, I understand that some people just don't want to take on a car payment, but there are really some very interesting assets that you come out of buying a car when you finance, and we're going to talk about that in a little while. But here's the thing. When you finance a vehicle, there's a few things that you're doing. First and foremost is you're building your credit. And you know as well as I know, credit is everything today. Everything. Everything has to do with credit. For the people that don't have good credit, the amount of money that they're charging you to give you the money to finance a car, you have to ask yourself, is it worth that? Is it worth that interest rate to build up your credit? And you know what? In most cases, it is, because you have to plan for the future. Everything about business today has got to do with credit. Life has got to do with credit. Your insurance, car insurance, renting a house, renting an apartment, that all has to do with credit. So let's get back to the financing element. When you purchase a car and you're financing the car, believe it or not, you will walk away with three assets. If you're buying the car or financing the car, you're going to walk away with three assets. One asset is obviously the car. And that's really, on a cash deal, you've got one asset. You're walking away with a car that is going to depreciate. Number two, financing a car. The one thing, biggest thing, that you're going to walk away with as far as an asset is your cash. That $15,000, you save that. You throw that in the bank and don't touch it. The big question you have to ask yourself is, how long did it take you to save that $15,000? That's a big question. The third asset is what I just talked about a little bit ago, is that you're building your credit. You are building your credit to be even bigger and better down the road, where you might need money down the road to finance something else. So the three assets you have to think of, is that most important to you? If for the person that has great credit, 740, 780, 800 credit score, that's great. That's great. The amount of interest that they're charging you to give you that loan or give you that money is minute. On an average, let's say $15,000 loan with a credit score of 740, and you're going to go 60 months, like I said, you know, your average total accrued interest is going to be about $1,000, $1,500 over the course of 5 years. So it's not that much. That's where you have to really look at it and say if it's really worth doing what you need to do as far as financing a car versus paying cash. So some things to think about. I'm Bob the Bald Guy, Route 6, Colonial Used Auto Sales, Route 611, Barnesville, PA. You can reach us online at www.colonialautosales.com. or you come down to the lot, see Dan and I, we'll be more than happy to answer all your questions and give you a little bit of a lesson as far as how to buy a car. So you can also see all my videos on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Bob the Bald Guy. Bob the Bald Guy. So type that in. That should take you to all my videos. So have a great day. Happy trails. Happy driving. Be safe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.